Good morning, everyone. Before continue, just I want to check that my voice is audible and screen are visible to you. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. So, what's the things today we are going to discuss? That's Java input output. So, input output concept we are going to discuss today. And for that reason, I'm going to create one file, and that file name is Java input output. So I created one file here. That's the name is Java input output. Okay. So let's begin. So today we are going to discuss Java input output. But before that, most basic things. How we can take input using console. So within a Java, there are number of ways are available to take a user input from a console. There are one special class is available, that's a utility class. That class available within a java.util package, and that class name is a scanner class. So the scanner class in a Java is a part of Java util package. It is used to read input from various sources like keyboard, files, or string. It is useful to make a tokens. That scanner class have number of methods, built-in methods. Like a next method is there. It's a read next word until space. Next line method is there. It's a read entire line. Next init method is there. It's a read integer. Next double method is there. It's a read double. Next boolean method is there. It's a read boolean. Next has a next method is there. It's a check if there more input are available or not. Has next int is there. It's check is the next token is integer. So that of number of methods are there. So let's see how we can use that scanner class. So here I'm going to write one method void scanner example. Okay, and that method I want to make a static. Okay, so within that method to use a scanner class, I need to use a object, right? So scanner class, it's available within java.util package. So I import that scanner class. After that object name. So it's a object of scanner. It's object of scanner. It's initialized with the new memory, and that new memory initialize with a scanner constructor. And the scanner constructor holding one standard a stream, that's in. Okay, okay. So that's a way to create a scanner class object. Once we are create a scanner class object, once we are create a scanner class object, it is a possible to take input. That input is a primitive type directly. So it's for byte. I'm use uh, byte variable, and within that byte variable, I'm going to take a input. That's the object of scanner dot next byte. So that's a method are available to take input as a byte directly. So we are store that byte input within our method. So like that, there are number of methods are available. I'm demonstrating that number of method. It's short. the object of scanner dot shot next shot integer next int method is there for integer. Next long method is there to take input as a long. So that's the next double. So look here, how many methods are there? So that all methods are useful to manipulate a data using scanner. But for string, we are use only next. It's next double. Okay. So that number of methods are available within a scanner class, and we can use that scanner class to take a user input as well as to read a data from different sources to make tokens. After that, after that, let's switch. Let's switch to Java input output. Look here, Java performs input output through streams. And a stream is a link to a physical layer by Java input output system to make input and output operation in Java. In general, a stream means continuous flow of data. Stream are clean way to deal with the input output without having every part of code understand the physical. So Java encapsulates stream under Java input output package. Java defines a types of streams. From that types of stream, there are two stream are important. That is a byte stream and character stream. So byte stream provides a convenient way to handling input and output of bytes. And the character stream, it's provide a convenient way to handling input output of characters. Character stream use a Unicode and therefore can be internationalized. So to handle that input output, Java provide a stream classes, and that stream classes we can go with the first byte stream. So byte stream is defined by using two abstract class at the top of hierarchy, and they are input stream and output stream. These two abstract classes have several concrete classes that handle various uh, resources like disk file, network connection, etc. So how many byte stream classes are there? Look here, there are a number of byte stream classes, but here I'm summarize uh, some few classes like buffer input stream is there. That buffer input stream is used to buffer input stream. Buffer output stream is there. Data input stream is there. Data output stream is there. file input stream is there, file output stream is there, input stream is there, and output stream is there. That's two are abstract classes. So these classes define several methods. But from that several methods, there are two important methods. That first one is a read and second one is a write. That read method read byte of data and write method writes bytes of data. So let's see one example of a byte stream. So here I'm going to write a byte stream example. To a copy byte from one file to another file. So method name is public static void. Method name is copy byte. Let's see. To copy byte, to copy a bytes from one file to another file, we required a two object. That two object is from a file input stream. One to take a data from a file, and second one to store data to a file. So it's a file input stream. It's that class are available within java.io, and that class belong from byte stream. The object is in, and I'm going to initialize that object initially with the null value. After that, same I required for output. It's initialized with null. Okay. So currently our object is a null that's holding null value. Now, whatever code we are write, it's a risky code because we are handling other than our program resources, right? So file is not our program resource. That means file is not our program part. It's a external part. So that's why it's other than our program resource. So that's why to handle that risky code, I need a try and catch block. I need a try and catch block. But here, I want to go with a try with resources. So that's the syntax of try with resources. And within that try with resources, I'm going to create. That means I'm going to initialize the object of in and out. So to make its performance friendly, I'm going to initialize objects within my try block. Okay, so instead it's null. I'm going to initialize that in object with a new file input stream. And here we require to set our file. So that file yesterday we are use one file path. So I'm going to take that file path. Okay. So that's the input file. That's the name is Hello Java. Let's format absolute path. It's a double slash is required for absolute path. Okay, that's good. Now I need to initialize second object. So second object I'm going to initialize, that's for out. It's a file input stream. That's a constructor holding object. And for memory, we require new keyword. Okay. So now I don't want Hello Java. That's a new file. So I want a file, new file. So I'm going to create new file.java. Okay. So once we are create that object within a try with resources, then we required one catch to handle if there are error within that try block, then we need to handle that error. So catch is required. So we are dealing with input output, so we can use IO exception. And I required print stack trace to get error message. Okay. So now we are created two object from stream classes. That stream class we are use a file input stream. And how to create object? The class name, the object name equal to new keyword. After that constructor part of new keyword, that's a file input stream. And that constructor holding one parameter, that's a absolute path of file or file name. So here we are take two object, the one for purpose in and second for purpose out. And for that reason, we are use two files. For in, we are use a file hello Java. That file content we are going to copy within new file.java. New file.java is not present here. It will be create at runtime. But hello.java is present, and that file we are write in our first day. Now let's create a logic. So we need to handle string byte data, right? And to hold the byte values, we required one variable. So that variable I declare with this integer c. So that integer c are going to hold byte values. And I need to iterate over that file. So that's why I'm use a while loop, because I don't know how many iterations are there. So while within while I write c equal to, I need to initialize that c from where in object dot read method. So that read method return integer value, and that integer value is actually byte value. It's till it's we need to iterate till it's not equal to -1. So what means a -1 here? -1 is end of byte stream. That means it's the end of file. When we are read a file using byte stream, it's always end with -1. So within a while loop, I'm going to write a file. So to write a file, we are use out object, and there are write method is there to write a file. Out object dot write. Write method is there to write a file, and that file write which things we are write within a out, which we are holding within a C in a variable. That things I am going to uh, write within the output file. So here we are use file input stream for input, and for output we have one another class that is a file output stream. File output stream. So that things I am going to correct it. Okay, now that write method are available for us. Okay, so once we write that logic, we don't require to close that in and out, because we are write that things within a try with resources. Otherwise, we need to close that in and out. So let's see. Currently, we don't have. So currently, we don't have any file within our core Java package. That's a new file.java, not available. And when I invoke that method within our main method, that's Java input output dot copy byte. And now when I execute our program, our new file will be created. It's done. Let's refresh. Look here, that new file is created there, and this new file holding our hello Java program. So is any question regarding copy byte? It's not required. Why it's not required? Tanish, did you present on that time when we are discuss try with resources? We are perform a byte stream. So that file can have different types of extension. Like exe file is there, like mp3 file is there, like Java file is there, like Python file is there. So extension is not essential when we are dealing with the byte streams. If you don't want to .java extension, you can use the text extension. So you can check your file are right or not. And here we are use a try with resources. So when we are use a try with resources, JVM automatically close, that means implicitly close that external resources for us. Okay, next. Okay, let's summarize these things. Look here, we are discuss a byte stream, right? What is the byte? What is the stream? What is the byte stream? What is the character streams types? So within byte stream, I want to create one program that copy byte from one file to another file. When it's a copy byte from one file to another file, we require two objects. The first object are going to handle input file. Second object are going to handle output file, right? So that's why within a try with resources, I create two object. That two object I create with the byte stream classes. That classes name is a file input stream that handle input data and file output stream that handle output data, and provide absolute path of file for that classes constructor. After that, whatever operation I need to provide, that's reading and writing. For that purpose, I want one variable. That variable are going to hold the data from a file. So that's why I declared one variable integer c. After that, within a while, I initialize that c from input object dot read method. Read is a method. Read and write is a method. So that read method are able to read a file using a byte stream. So here C, it is an integer value, but it can be hold the byte stream values. That byte stream values, that's a byte. That means we are read from file, and till we are read that file till it's a -1. Till it's a -1. That means it's not equal to -1. So -1, it's a present end of file. After that, within a while, we are write out object, and using out object, I want to write a file. So that's why I invoke write method, and that write method holding one variable, that's a C. So whatever data we have within a C, it will be write within our new file. So here that within a while we are use read method, and that read method read a data from a file uh, in a byte, and it's a return one integer type. So that's why I created that variable c, and that c are initialized here within a while, but that c are holding byte stream data. That means 8-bit data. Is it clear? Okay. So we are going to move to a next. That's output. That's output. So we are created new file.java, and within that new file.java, that all our programs are copied. No. Okay. So I'm go through questions. There are one question from Sushant: why file handling is used in industry? To handle external resources, we are use a file handling. Character stream we are going to discuss now. Okay, so let's see the next stream type. That's a character stream. So a Java character stream classes we have That character stream is also defined by using two abstract classes at the top of hierarchy. They are read and writer data. That classes are reader and writer. These two abstract classes have several concrete classes that handle Unicode character. For example, buffer reader is there, buffer writer is there, file reader is there, file writer is there, input stream reader is there, output stream reader is there, print writer is there, and reader and writer is abstract class are present there. So within that several classes, there are some common methods like read method is there. Read method is used to read a characters within a character class string. So let's see by example that things. So it will be more understand. So here I want to copy character. So same program. I just copy and paste it. But now I don't want to copy byte. I want to copy characters. When we are copy byte, it's 8-bit, a manipulate at a time. When we are copy character, it's a 2-byte, manipulate at a time. Copy character. Copy characters. So that's a difference. When we are dealing with byte, it's a 8-bit at a time manipulate. And when we are dealing with the character, it's a 2-byte at a time manipulate. But efficiency and speed we can achieve using byte string, because copy string only dealing with the characters. Sorry, character string is dealing with only characters. So that's why if we are dealing with the number of files, that file is not a text file, then we are go with the byte string. And when we are dealing with the text files only, then we are go with the character strings. So always remember that things. So here we are copy characters, right? So we can use instead file input stream, we can use a class file input file reader we can use. So file reader, it's available in within java.io package. So that file reader, the object is in and it's a new file reader. It's a new file reader that's holding the absolute path of our file. So which file we have? Okay, Java. Okay, no problem. That same file we can use. So we require a second object. That second object is a file writer. So instead of file output string, we are use file writer. That file writer class is available within a java.io. And here I'm going to change a file name. Instead new Java, according to your chat, that can we use any other extension? Yes, of course. So what's new file dot txt. We can say it's a my file. So I'm going to copy dot Java file into dot text file. So here we are write that things within a file writer, and after that we have the integer value to hold a data, but that integer value hold character values. That means 16-bit values it will be hold. After that, within a while, I'm going to read a file till it's not equal to -1. And we are writing that new file using out.writer. That's a C. And IO exception are handled there. So let's comment first one. Dot copy character. Let's check. Currently, we don't have any text file there. Okay. Now let's refresh. And look here, my text file is available there. My text file is available there with our all content from hello.java file. So look here, if you observe that two programs, if you observe, just we are use different classes. That from copy byte method, we are use byte stream classes. From copy character, we are use character stream classes. But what's the difference here? The byte stream are handle a byte only. That means it's manipulated data for 8 bit at a time. That means 1 byte. But character stream and byte stream are useful to read and write different types of file. Different types of file. But character stream are useful for character classes, character stream classes. And those classes are handle only character stream. That's manipulated data of 2 byte, of 2 byte. So here, when we are read a data, it's read a 2 byte at a time, and that 2 bytes are stored within that variable, C variable. Here, that read method are read 1 byte at a time, and it's a store within a C variable. So that's the difference in between these two methods. That's the difference in between that two methods. So it's not same. So I hope you understand. Is any question? Because that read method are written integer value. So that's why we are not use a byte. Whatever method we are invoke there, that's a method return integer value. That's return integer value. It's written integer value. But that integer type of variable, it's able to holding byte value. We know that things. And both read method, it's from different classes. Is any other question? Is any other question? C holding character value. Okay. So Vishwaraj, I hope you are present on that day when we are discuss number system. What is the number system? It's a represent a text, right? So here, when we are copy characters, that numbers, that integer value, it's actually a Unicode value that's holding Unicode value conversions within that byte, within that integer. And when we are read with a byte, it's actually holding only byte value, not a Unicode value. Next question. What is the difference between input and output? From external resources, when we are getting a data within our program, we required one stream that's we called input. What means output? When we are dealing with external resources to send the data from our program to external resources, then it's called output. After that, C hold the byte code of character. Yes, C hold the byte code of character, but it's in 2 byte. But when we are use character stream classes. So I hope you understand that how we can use a byte stream and copy stream with differentiate. So let's move. Now, it is also possible that we can take user input from from a character stream or stream classes. So for that reason, I'm going to create one another program. It's public. That's the program name is read console input. Okay. So I want to read user input. Like a scanner class have a number of methods to read a user input, right? But instead scanner class, it is also possible that you can use a stream classes, and it's a efficient way to read a console input when you are use stream classes instead scanner. But there are some limitations. What are the limitations? The stream classes, that's which stream classes we are use buffer reader, for example. The buffer reader are only dealing with string. That means whatever things we are get from console, it's a type of string, and we need to parse it into that variable which into that type, which type we want. But scanner object, we can take input directly within that type. That's a limitation only. So let's see that limitation here. So here I need to create one stream class object. Huh? So for that reason, I use a try with resource because I don't want to close that connection. It can be handled by JVM. So try with resources. So buffer reader, that class I'm going to use buffer reader. That's a character stream class. And object name is obj equal to initialize new memory. And that new memory fill with the data, that data from constructor, buffer reader. And here that buffer reader constructor holding one object, that object of input stream. So that's why we required new keyword input stream reader. Input stream reader we required, and that input stream reader are holding that input stream reader constructor holding a standard string. So it's holding standard string, and our object is end here. After that, curly bracket open, curly bracket close. Within that curly bracket, we need to write our code that take a input from user. So let's acknowledge user. Sys out. Enter input. So we just acknowledge user that enter input. After that, we require to store input within our variable. So whatever input are entered by user, it's a type of string. So that's why string str equal to the object dot read line method is there to take input as a line, and after that let's show that user input value. User are input, that's the value user are input. And if you want to convert that value into your required type, then it is a possible to convert using parse. So here I'm going to convert that value. So here instead enter input, enter number. I can say enter number. Otherwise, we need to handle lots of except catch blocks. So to avoid that things, I just use that object equal to integer dot parseInt and str, that's I'm going to convert into the object of integer, and after that I want to primitive type. So that's why the op integer dot int value is there. So I converted my object into a type, primitive type. So that's a way to make a conversion of that data. So let's write catch block and execute and check output. It's a IO exception. Okay. But before I execute, I want to check that okay, the the whole line we can get from read line method. But if you want only a character, then what? So if you want only a characters, that characters means what? Till your user space that all things you want to capture. For that reason, we have one another method, but before that another method, I just use enter character, and that character user can enter, and this character we can directly display. Okay, so that's it. So let's execute. I just comment the previous one. So that's the efficient way to read a user input from console. So enter input, it's a number input 45. After that, enter character. And that's the output. It's given 104 because that read method return integer value of that a user input. So here, that's the output. So is any question? Is any question there regarding to take input using character stream classes? Okay. Look here, using scanner class, it is a possible that we can take a user input, right? And a scanner class directly take a input within a type. That means if you want to a double type, if you want to a integer, it we can take input within that type. But the stream classes are take input as a string only. It's only a string. So when we are take input from stream classes, it's a efficient, more efficient than scanner, because that conversion scanner are handled backgroundly, but a string to any other type conversion we need to handle manually here, like we are handle it. So whatever function we are use, that read, it's also used for us read a single character, and read line, where we are use read line, are useful to read a string. That means a line. If you're enter a new line, then it will be terminate. So here, okay. So here, I'm write a program for same. That's within a try resource block, I create object of buffer reader. After that, to acknowledge user, that he can enter a number. That number I can read using the buffer reader object dot read line method, and that read line return a string value. So that's why I'm store that value within a string. After that, I want to take a character, single character, and for that reason I'm use a read method. Read method, it's a return only single it's a read only single character. But that read method read a single character and return integer value, and that read line method read a string and return a string only. So that's why if you perform a manipulated data with another type, then we need to convert that data into our required type. So that's only limitation here. I hope you understand that things. Is it clear? The read method, it's a read only single character. The read line, it's a read a string till we are enter a new line. It's a read all string. Is it clear? Is any question regarding these? Is any question regarding these?
No, sir.
Okay. So let's switch to scanner. Hmm? Within IT industry, we are not use a scanner for take a input from user. So let's see the real example of scanner class. That's also input and output. So I'm going to create after main. hmm, I'm going to create one example to show you the real use of scanner class. Huh? So what we can write? Okay, let's perform a simple arithmetic operation. Okay, using scanner class. So it's a public static void scanner. So it's a scanner sum, and it's throws file not found. File not found exception that it will be through. So I'll just make some formatting. Okay. So I want to read a data from file using scanner class. Okay. So that's why I required a scanner class, and here I can't use a try with resources. Why it can't use a try with resources? Because scanner class are not implement auto closable and closable interface. So that's why with the scanner class, it's not possible that we can use try with resources. You can try that things. So that's why I create scanner class object. Just a minute. तिकडं So I just create scanner class object. That's a scanner, and object name is obj scan. And it's initialized with null. Currently, it is initialized with null. After that, I required a result. To hold that result, I required one variable. So that's why double sum, and it's initialized with 0. Okay. So both variables are one variable and one object are initialized there. After that, within a try block, I'm going to write to initialize a scanner object first. So object scan, I need to initialize that things. So how we can initialize? It's a common way to initialize. We are aware about that. But here I'm not directly use a system.in within a scanner class constructor, because now scanner class are useful, but with using scanner class, it's not directly possible. We can deal with the outer side resources. Expect console. So we have one file, and from that file, we need to read the numbers. So that's why here I need to use a stream classes. So here I am going to use a new buffer reader. And it's a hold buffer reader are holding one new object for file reader, and here we need to set our path of that file, which file are holding numbers. So I remove that content from my file.txt and 5567. Okay, that's 2 are enough for us. So we have two numbers within my file.txt. Let's copy that file path. Where is the file path where we are used? Here we are used, right? So that file path I'm going to paste here. Let's format that absolute path. Okay, done. Now that my text file holding two numbers, that number we are perform using that number we are going to perform arithmetic operation. So after try we required catch. It's a catch is for what? Um, okay, we are throws our exception already, right? We are throws our exception already. So instead catch, I can use a finally block. And within finally block, I need to close that object. Which object? Scanner class object. So object scan dot close. And after finally within our a method, that method are end here. So I just format for better reader code. Method are end here. So here I want to print sum. So sys out. Currently some value will be print 0, but we need to manipulate write a logic within a try block. So we have a file. That file, it's stored within objects scan. So now let's read that file. But before read that file, we required to make that isolation. So that's why the object dot use local object, which object? Scanner object dot use local. So it's a set scanner local to the specific local. That means we are use it for within India, within Asia, within any other localette. So most of time when we are write a program, that program we are write for other countries like Canada, like France, Germany, so and US, maximum for US and UK. So I'm going to use US here. So whatever text we are going to print here, that's belong from the localette US. Okay. So I done that things. After that, I don't aware about that things, how many iterations we required to read that file. So that's why I use a while. Within a while, I'm going to use a scanner class object. What's a scanner class object? Object scan. And I want to check is there any number are available or any data are available or not. So that's why I'm use has a next method. So it's return a new token from a file if it is available. So here I want to make a operation, right? Perform which operation? Arithmetic operation. But before that, I want to check again that whatever has a next is there, is it double or what? So object dot scanner, sorry, object scanner dot has next double, next double, next double, next double. Where is next double? Okay, has a next double. So we are check that whatever file are holding number, is it double? And after that, here we are going to perform some operation. That's a sum operation for SC of S scanner, sorry, object scanner dot next double, next double. So it will be find next value and make it addition. Otherwise, else, what's the else part? Otherwise, we can say it's let's check next object. Huh? So object scan dot next. So it's for new line. So let's go with a new line. Okay. So that's simple a method I'm right here to demonstrate how we can use a scanner class within uh, within company. So is any question? Now what's your name? Now Sushant, uh, did you say that things scanner class we are used for simplicity? It's totally depend on your requirement of your program. So let's check output. Huh? Look here. We are check here has a next is a double, but we are write here integer values, right? And our Java program have a ability to casting, so it will be cast because it's smaller to larger. It will be cast implicitly, right? We need to invoke. Comment previous one and it's a scanner sum. And we are through that exception, right? So that's why we required surround it with the try and catch block. Okay, now we are able to execute. So it's a sum. Right. uh, that file not found, class not found are checked exception. Those are checked exception. File not found, class not found, because that subclasses are directly inherit exception class, and which subclasses directly inherit exception class, those subclasses are checked exception. Okay, I'm going to repeat that code. No problem. But I hope you understand how we can use a scanner class. It's not only for dealing user input. Okay, so look here, I demonstrate one program for a file input output using scanner class. Scanner class are utility class, and that not able to directly handle outer side resources, expect console. So here we have one file. That file name is what is my file name? My file. Within that file, we have two numbers. I want to read that two numbers and perform any arithmetic operation. So I want to perform addition operation. Hmm. For that reason, I create one method scanner sum. That method throws file not found exception. So within that method, we are create scanner class object initialize with null. I need to holding a result. So I create one variable sum within a try block. Here we are not use a try with resources because scanner class not implement auto closable and closable interface. So that's why we are create simple try. Within that try, I initialize our scanner object. But now I'm dealing with a file. So to dealing with a file, Java provides stream classes, and that things I need to use. So that's why within a scanner constructor, I use object of buffer reader, and buffer reader constructor holding object of file reader, and file reader constructor holding a parameter, the file name or file path. So we have one file within our object scan. After that, whatever operation we are going to perform, we require isolation of that operation. So whatever numbers, takes we are write, that's we can write according to US standard. So that's why I need to set that standard. So object scanner, use local method and set a standard for local US. So there are number of standard there are number of standard. For example, check Canada is there, China is there, Chinese is there, English, France, French. There are number of, but we can go with US. Hmm? Okay. After set that standard, I want to check within a file, is there any data or not? So within a file, is any data for not? So that's a reason I'm going to use a while loop, and there I'm use one method from scanner class has a next. It's written true if the scanner has another token in its input. Otherwise, it's written false and while will be closed. So within a while loop, I check whatever data we have, that data is a double data. So has a next double method I'm used there. It's written true if the next token in the scanner input can be a double value. But here my value is integer, right? But here we are use a typecasting, implicit typecasting. That's integer value is a lower, double value is a higher. So it will be implement typecast and it's accept that value as a next double. And within that if a block, I perform addition operation from a next a double value. Otherwise, it's written a blank screen, blank line. And after perform these operation within a try block, I need to close my connection. So that's why I'm use object.close within a finally. And when we are call that method, that call method throws file not found exception. So that's why when we are call that method, it's surround with try and catch block. So I hope you are understand that things how we can use a scanner class with for a Java input output. I'm going to explain the same thing with the Marathi. But before that, is any other question? ओके. तर काय केलंय आपण? आपण शिकतोय फाइल इनपुट आउटपुट, बरोबर? आणि फाइल इनपुट आउटपुटमध्ये आपण शिकलो की बाईट स्ट्रीम कसं वापरायचं आणि कॅरेक्टर स्ट्रीम कसं वापरायचं. त्यानंतर आपण शिकलो की कॉन्सोलमधून इनपुट कसे घ्यायचं युजिंग कॅरेक्टर स्ट्रीम क्लास. तर इथे मी एक मेथड तयार केला स्कॅनर सम. मेथडचा पर्पज काय की माझ्याकडे एक फाईल आहे. फाईलचं नाव आहे myfile.txt. त्या फाईलमध्ये 2 नंबर आहेत वेगवेगळ्या लाईनला. ते नंबर्स मला रीड करायचेत आणि त्याचं ॲडिशन परफॉर्म करायचं. तर मग ह्याच्यासाठी मग मी स्कॅनर क्लासची मदत घेतली आणि स्कॅनर क्लासच्या कन्स्ट्रक्टरमध्ये लाईन नंबर 81 ला मी बफर रीडरचा ऑब्जेक्ट वापरला. मग बफर रीडरच्या कन्स्ट्रक्टरमध्ये फाईल रीडरचा ऑब्जेक्ट वापरलेला आहे आणि फाईल रीडरचा कन्स्ट्रक्टर होल्ड करतो ती फाईल ज्या फाईलमध्ये आपले नंबर्स प्रेझेंट आहेत. त्याच्यानंतर जे काही ऑपरेशन मला परफॉर्म करायचं आहे ते कुठल्यातरी एका स्टँडर्डनी मला परफॉर्म करायचं आहे. आयसोलेशन इंटरनॅशनलायझेशन स्टँडर्डनी. मग त्या ते डिफरंट प्रत्येक कंट्रीचे स्टँडर्डायझेशन वेगळं आहे. लँग्वेज स्टँडर्डायझेशन म्हणजे जर आपण इंग्लंडमध्ये कलर म्हणत असू, ते कलर COLUER असं असतं. आणि जर अमेरिकनमध्ये आपण कलर म्हणत असू, तर ते COLOR असतं. प्रत्येक देशाचं लँग्वेज स्टँडर्ड हे वेगवेगळं असतं. मग इथे मी सेट केलं जे काही ऑपरेशन मी परफॉर्म करतोय, तो ऑपरेशन मी परफॉर्म करतोय US स्टँडर्डनी. So that's why I said it's local US. After local US, I need to read a file, right? पण आता ही फाईल रीड करताना मला माहित नाही की किती नंबर्स आहेत त्यामध्ये. तर मी काय म्हटलं की जोपर्यंत मला फाईलमध्ये नेक्स्ट डेटा मिळतोय, तोपर्यंत हा लूप एक्झिक्यूट होईल. सो हॅज अ नेक्स्ट मेथड मी तिथे वापरली आणि ही मेथड रिटर्न करते बुलियन व्हॅल्यू. जर ट्रू असेल तर व्हाईल लूप चालेल, जर फॉल्स असेल तर व्हाईल लूप बंद पडेल. व्हाईल लूपच्या आतमध्ये मी चेक केलं की बाबा जो डेटा मला मिळालाय, जो नेक्स्ट डेटा आहे, तो डबल आहे का? डबल टाईपचा आहे का? आणि जर डबल टाईपचा असेल तर मी अरिथमेटिक ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करेल युजिंग नेक्स्ट डबल या व्हॅल्यूने. अदरवाईज मी एक ब्लँक लाईन प्रिंट करेल एल्स मध्ये. आणि त्यानंतर फायनली ब्लॉकमध्ये मी जो स्कॅनर क्लासचा ऑब्जेक्ट तयार केलाय तो मला क्लोज करायचा आहे. सो दॅट कनेक्शन आय एम गोइंग टू क्लोज देअर. लाईन नंबर 87 चा पर्पज काय आहे? जर इफ कंडिशन फॉल्स निघाली तर काहीतरी अल्टरनेट आपल्याला पाहिजे आणि अल्टरनेट तिथं काय दिलंय तर ब्लँक लाईन दिलेली आहे. ब्लँक लाईन दिली. नेक्स्ट काय करतं की न्यू लाईनला घेऊन जातं. त्याच्याऐवजी तुम्ही मिनिंगफुल मेसेज पण देऊ शकता तिथे. देअर आर नॉट हॅव एनी डबल व्हॅल्यू. So I hope you understand that things how we can use a scanner class within a input output. नाही, आता बफर रीडर जर तुम्हाला वापरायचा नसेल, दुसरा कुठला क्लास वापरायचा असेल, तर तुम्ही तो क्लास वापरू शकता. पण तो स्ट्रीम क्लासचा पाहिजे. दॅट्स नॉट कंपल्सरी दॅट यू कॅन यूज ओन्ली बफर रीडर. हां, पण जर तुम्ही सिंटॅक्स विचारत असाल, तर हे मॅन्डेटरी का आहे? आपण इथे न्यू स्कॅनर नंतर न्यू बफर रीडर वापरला. याचा अर्थ काय? ऑब्जेक्ट. बफर रीडरचा ऑब्जेक्ट. आणि हा बफर रीडर ॲक्चुअल काय आहे? कन्स्ट्रक्टर आहे. हा कन्स्ट्रक्टर काय होल्ड करतो? तर एक पॅरामीटर होल्ड करतो नवीन ऑब्जेक्ट फाइल रीडरचा. मग न्यू फाइल रीडर म्हणजे काय? तर नवीन ऑब्जेक्ट फाइल रीडरचा. पण इथे आपण कन्स्ट्रक्टरनी कधीही ऑब्जेक्ट इनिशियलाइज करत असतो. त्यामुळे या कन्स्ट्रक्टरमध्ये आपण फाईलचा पाथ दिलेला आहे. जेणेकरून त्या फाइल रीडरला कळावे, की तो फाईल आपल्याला वापरायची आहे पुढच्या ऑपरेशन्ससाठी. सो सिंटॅक्स म्हणत असाल, सो दॅट सिंटॅक्स इज मॅन्डेटरी. इथे तुम्ही माईक कुणाचं चालू आहे? ओके. तर काय म्हणत होता तुम्ही? हां, इथे तुम्ही जर बाईट स्ट्रीम वापरला, तर तुमचा प्रोग्राम अजून एफिशियंट होईल. बाईट स्ट्रीममध्ये तुम्हाला एवढ्या सगळ्या गोष्टी वापरायची गरज नाहीये. कारण का? बाईट स्ट्रीम डायरेक्टली काम करतं बाईटवर. ओके. नाऊ वी आर गोइंग टू मूव्ह. आता स्पेसिफिक डेटा जर आपल्याला फाईलमधून पाहिजे असेल, तर आपल्याला त्याचा रेजेक्स बनवावा लागेल. आणि रेजेक्स बनवून आपण तो इझिली सर्च एंड सॉर्ट करू शकतो. रेजेक्स जमतं तुम्हाला? रेजेक्स कन्सेप्ट? C++ मध्ये शिकला असाल तुम्ही रेजेक्स? तो कॉमन कन्सेप्ट आहे. सगळ्या लँग्वेजसाठी कॉमन कन्सेप्ट आहे. फक्त एकदाच शिकायचा आणि सगळीकडे अप्लाय करायचा. रेजेक्स ओके. रेजेक्स आपल्या सिलेबसमध्ये नाहीये, पण तुम्हाला पाहिजे असल्यास मी डिस्कस करू शकतो तुमच्याशी. ओके, ठीक आहे. ओके. तर इनपुट आउटपुटमध्ये पुढे जाऊत. नेक्स्ट काय आहे? जावा इनपुट आउटपुट. ओके. जेव्हा आपण कन्सोल सोबत डीलिंग सॉरी, when we are dealing with a console, Java provide one special stream for us, and that stream called console stream. So let's see how we can use a console stream. Huh? So console stream मला यूज करायचं. तर मी त्यासाठी console streamचा ऑब्जेक्ट तयार करेन. So here I'm going to write one method for use a console stream. So public static console stream. What's the purpose to write this method? Mhm. Let's validate password, which we are accept from user input. So let's validate password. And that's a console stream example. That's a console stream example. There are one question on from Tanish. Tanish, that takes that means you are safe from Amazon. That means AWS, which we
Yes,
are
sir.
using ML. No,
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm not going to discuss that things because our track is a different. Our track is a full stack, and for that text track, you required track ML, machine learning track. Okay, what I say, I need to create one program to validate password. Okay, so validate password using console stream. So first we require console object. Huh? So console. That console stream class available within java.io. Console object name is obj equal to it's initialized with the standard string system dot console. Okay, so that's a method. That method returns a unique console object associated with the current Java virtual machine. Hmm? It's associated with the current Java virtual machine. So we are create object of console using that method. Once we are create object, we need to check that object is a null or not. If it is a null, then we need to print acknowledge message and exit our program. Hmm? Because that program are not execute by our Eclipse console. To execute that program, you need to manually execute on your system console using a Java C to compile program and using Java, your file name to execute a program. Okay, but we need to write a program in Eclipse. So I need to check if that object is equal to null, and if it is a true, then we can say system dot error we need to print that error, print a new line. That error is what system console not found, found system console not found. Try to execute manually using the JavaScript and Java. Okay. So I just acknowledge message to user that you need to execute that program manually using Java C and Java utility. And after that, I need to exit. Stream dot exit. And its exit status is 1 because we are not found. It's with error. With error. If it is a normally exit, then it's a 0. So it's with error. So that's why it's 1. Now, within the next part, if it is a console, then we need to perform the operation. So first thing is first, we need to enter username, enter username. So for that reason, I require a string value, string username. Okay, and that username we can collect from user read line, and here we are acknowledge message for user within that read line. That's enter username. Enter username. So user can enter username when it's a read that line. After that, once we are read username, after that we require to enter a password, right? So to hold a password, we can use a character array, and it's old password. Old password. It's from object dot, and here we are use a method read password. When we are use a read password, that password are not display there. It's the most secure way to take a password from console. Enter old password. Next line. So we are get a password using read password. Read password method are return a character array. So that's why that password we are hold within a character array. After that, I want to verify that old password matches to new password. Sorry, old password are match. And once it's a match old password, I want to give a permission that create a new password. Hmm? So for that reason, I required some variables, and that variable, sorry, I required some methods. So here I'm going to create a method that method. Just I'm thinking that that method I can create with static or without static. Static, because our validate password is static. Okay, public static void. We require to verify, right? And how we can get that's a verify or not? Using a boolean value. So boolean verify. Boolean verify. It's holding a username and the password. The character password. And after that, we require one more method to change password. I'm not write a logic here. I just create a structure. To change a password, we can use the same things, that's username and password. Okay, and acknowledge user that password are update successfully for that particular username. Okay, done. So let's use this method within a validate password. So here we are enter old password, right? After that, we need to check if it is a verify. It is a verify by username and old password. And if it is a true, if it is a true, then 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 I need to perform the operation to change a password. And for that reason, I required one variable. That's a flag. It's only for flag purpose. And within that, I required a do. That do is holding a new password. That's a new password. It's a one equal to the object dot read line read password. Read password, and I can say to user, that's enter. That's enter new password. Okay. After that, once user enter new password, we need to cross check that user are enter same password. So uh, I required to take one another input. To equal to object dot read password, and what's we are read. Enter new password again. Okay, that things I'm right there. After that, I want to check equality of that two password 1 and password 2. To check equality, I'm use one flag that's written Boolean value, no match, equal to, no match, equal to, we are use not arrays from java.util package. It's a class to manipulate arrays. So arrays dot equals method are useful to check equalization of two object, and that two object is what? New password 1, and second object is what? New password 2. It's a new password 2. So here we are check equality, and if that equality return a true, then I want to perform the next operation. If it is a no match is what? Now it's a true. If it is a true, then if it is a true, then we require to perform a next operation. But when we are, it's not equal to arrays, right? So that means it's a false. So false part we are right within a if, that object dot format method we are use. The format method are useful to format a string. So what we are format? It's a password not match. It's a password not match, and try it again. So try it again. After that, the else part. That means if a password are a match, then we are write else part. And within else part, we need to change a password, right? So let's invoke method change password with username and with the password. And we are say that we are acknowledged to user that password is a match. So object dot format. What's a format password for %s. It's a string. It's a represent string. Change for percent new line. That's for what username. So %s represent username. Okay. So once we are acknowledged user, then we require to fill that new password with blank. That means uh, remove that things from our array's memory. So fill we are used for new password. Password one, it's a fill with empty. It's a fill with empty. And same, I want perform for a second array. It's also empty. So that's a fill with empty. And after that, I need to check a condition, that while condition. While while it's a no match. We have one another array. That array also we need to fill. So after while here that old password, right? Okay, that old password also I need to fill a blank. So that's a way to use a console, uh, a string to validate instead password. We can say validate user and password. Okay, so that name is a perfect. Where is our main? Okay, it's here. So let's comment the old one and call the new one. So new method I'm going to call. Okay. But if I execute that program, it show system class console not found. Try to execute manually using Java and Java utility. So that program you need to execute manually. So I'm going to share that code with you. But still we are not complete Java input output. You can check output first. So that's why I'm going to share that example with you. So that's a system input output. So it's a console string. So students, whatever things we are learned today, I'm posted on our chat meeting. We are not complete that input output. Still we have lots of things from input output. But whatever things we are complete today, that things I'm post on chat message. Please review that things. And if you have any question, you can ask. Okay. So I'm going to explain it again. Okay. So the console stream. What means the console stream? Console stream is a specialized stream within a Java. It is used to handle console-based input and output. It used for interactive console application, formatted output, and secure input handling like passwords. The purpose of these console stream to provide convenient methods for standard input output and advanced serialization. So we are take one example for console stream. That example is what? Suppose there are one user and that user want to change a password. So that's why we need to validate that user first. And once it's a validate, we need to give a permission to change a password. For that reason, I create one program using console stream. And what I'm right there? First, I create a console object, stream object using console method. After that, that console program only execute on a console, system console. So that's why I need to check is their system console is there or not using if condition. If there are not have a system console, then you can get a message system console not found. Try to execute manually using Java C and Java utility. If there are system console, then we need to perform operation. So that operation is what? First, we take a user input. What's your username? Using read line method. After that, we take what's your old password? Using read password method. That read password method return a character array. So that's why we need to store that old password within a character array. After that, we need to verify that old password and username is correct. For that reason, I create one structure that's a verify method and it's holding username and old password. If it is a true, if it's written true, then we are set one flag that's a no match. That no match flag for what? What's the purpose of that no match flag? That's the purpose to make equalization of two object and store the return value either it's a true or either it's a false. After that, within I required a while loop because till it's write a correct name. I want to ask the user that's enter password again. So that's why I'm use a do loop. Here I create a new password, enter a new password from user, and validate that new password is a correct or not. So that's why I get that new password 2 times from user. After that, if it is a not match, I just pass a message that that password are not match. That which password, new password are not match. If it is a match, then I give a permission to user change a password and acknowledge user that password are changed. And after that, to release that all arrays memory for security, I just fill that arrays with a empty string, with a empty string. So that's program we are right here. After write this program, I just call that program within a that method within our main method. Main method. And to execute that method, to execute that to execute that program, you required a console. you required a console. That means what my program is available here, right? So show in System Explorer. So here we have our program TMD. So I just want to check I have Java, because current Java I am run from my IDE. So Java 70 I configure there. So Java C. What's my file name? Let's check what's my file name. It's java.io.java. Once it's compiled, then you can execute your program using Java. Okay, it's a no class found. So how we can tackle that things? Just copy our program. That program I'm going to copy and paste it in another directory. So I'm going to paste it in download. Here I'm going to open my program first. Let's change that package. We not have a core Java package right now. Okay. Close the program. Open that program in the console. Java. Enter username and enter old password 123. Password are not visible there. Enter new password 1234. 1234. So password are updated successfully for username Aniruddha. So that's output you will get when you are run from a console. So I hope you understand this console stream and how to handle it manually. Is any other question regarding console input output? Yes. Oh, I can see. Okay, I will upload that syllabus on our share folder. So you can download it from there. But I will show you that what the things we have, where it is training 25 ways. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that things we have in our syllabus. If you want, you can get a snapshot. Otherwise, I will upload that things on our share folder, because that team are not allow me to share a file. They will not have any functionality to share file. No, file sharing is not available there. Maybe we need to set some settings to share a file. So look here, what the things we are going to learn. So I try that things. If your if my screen are visible, let's check. I click on meeting chat, and there are not have any option to share file. No, there are not have any option to share file. Maybe it's required to set a settings. Can I move? Did you take a snapshot? Okay, I'm going to move down. Down, 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 down. Okay, please take a snapshot. Please take a snapshot. I'm going to upload this file in our share folder. So you can download that things from our share folder. I hope it is visible till end of line. That's updated syllabus from Technowings, and nowadays we are used for full stack Angular with the TypeScript and Java with the Spring Boot. So that all things we are going to learn. Maybe within 4 or 5 days we will complete our core Java part, and then we are switched to a database PostgreSQL. So did you aware about PostgreSQL? Still, I am not edit my videos. Just I downloaded today morning. I will edit and upload it. Did you aware about PostgreSQL? Okay. So, okay, tomorrow I will show you from where you can download, not today. So you need to download that package and install yourself on your desktop or laptop. And I hope everyone have a desktop and laptop, because it's a full stack. To practice your code, you require a full machine. It's not possible to practice that all full stack on mobile. It's not possible. Okay, I'm going to share that YouTube channel name. What's the YouTube channel name? YouTube. Uh, YouTube. Okay, where it's option to share? Yeah, wait. Just wait. I'm not take attendance. I need to share you that link. Okay, that's a link for channel. You can subscribe that channel. I will post all the lectures within 2 3 days. Once it's edit done, I will post that all lectures on that channel. So that's the channel. And now I'm going to take attendance. Please wait. Okay, it's done. So thank you very much for attending today's class. See you tomorrow. And tomorrow we are continuing file input output. So I'm going to end this meeting here. Thank you very much.